Good afternoon. Today we are continuing with those angles and shapes, and today we are working on CO67. I can classify and draw regular, convex, and concave polygons. So we're shifting gears just a little bit, but keeping with those shapes and how many angles they have, how many sides they have, and we're learning what these vocab words mean. So to start with, a polygon is a geometric figure made up of three or more lines. Three or more line segments. It's important that it's a segment because it's closed shapes. So three or more line segments that intersect only at their endpoints. They're closed figures, okay? No open. Closed figures. They intersect at their endpoints, closed shapes. So, an example of a polygon could be something like that. Could be something like, okay? It's closed figures. It has to have at least three sides. Could have lots and lots of sides. Not a polygon could be something like that. It's a closed figure. Why is that not a polygon? Aiden?
It only has one line segment.
Yeah, there's only one line segment from here to here. This is a curve, not a line segment. Line segment goes from one point to the next. Yes?
So there can still be a curve if there's multiple lines?
No curves. No curves. Only line segments. If it's a polygon, we're talking. Only line segments. No curves. Is that a polygon?
No.
Why not?
It's not open.
It's not closed. No open. Straight lines, all closed up. Is that a polygon?
No.
Why not? Because it intersects in the middle. Polygons only intersect at their end points, so we can't intersect in the middle. Okay. So now we're going to talk about names for these polygons. I drew this goofy looking one and I saw a couple eyes go big. Whoa. Yeah, still a polygon. You can have lots of sides. They all have names. What the first few we probably know. What do we call a three-sided polygon? Triangle. Is it important that we fill out our table here? Yeah. Because are we going to have to name polygons on the test?
Yes.
Yeah. Can we put a chart like this on our help sheet?
Yes.
Yeah. Can we draw a picture of the polygon? No. But you can put how many sides, what's it called, you can put that on your help sheet. So it's important that we fill this out. What do we call a four-sided polygon? Okay, so I heard square, I heard rectangle, and I heard quadrilateral. Which one would be the official name for a four-sided figure? Quad means four, and lateral means side. So a quadrilateral is a four-sided figure. Does a square fall under that? Yeah. Does a rectangle fall under that? Does a trapezoid fall under that? A trapezoid looks like this. Does a parallelogram fall under it?
Yes.
Okay, so we can't just say square or rectangle because it rules out all these other four-sided shapes. We have to call it a quadrilateral because it covers all of them, square, rectangle, trapezoid. It covers ones that don't have a name to it, but it's four-sided. Still covers it. So that's why we have to be more precise with that big term. Just like a triangle, we don't say acute triangle, we don't say the isosceles triangle, we just call it triangle because all the different types of triangle fall under it. All these different four-sided figures will fall under it. Five-sided figure.
Pentagon.
Well, it is like that, but what do we call it?
Pentagon.
Pentagon. Penta means five. What do we call a six-sided figure? Hexagon. Seven-sided. Say it again for me. Super close. Not centa, but there's two different ways. Depends if you go with the Greek or the Roman. I'd accept either. Septa means seven. So does hepta. Depends on, like I said, if you go with the Greek or the Roman. So heptagon or septagon, either one of them means seven sides. I'll take either one. In the book, I wrote heptagon, but septagon is also seven. I don't know off the top of my head. Oh, now you're challenging me. Eight-sided. Octagon. What show did you watch?
Octagon.
Oh, my kids watched that, yeah. Nine-sided. What is it? Super close. Different vowel. Nonagon. Nine is a nonagon. Super close. Decagon. Deca is 10, so it's decagon.
You mean the dodecahedron and
Say that again for me.
dodecahedron.
Dodeca would be 12 sides. Deca is 10. If you did a dodecagon or dodecahedron, I trip over them and I need to have it written down. Because I don't speak Latin or Greek, so it's hard. Okay. Those are our 10 sides, or 10 shapes. So, I'm going to tell you this much. For some reason, our chart only goes up to 10, but in our work, there is the 12-sided figure. It is technically called dodecagon. So you do need to know that because there is a shape that is 12-sided in our work that we're going to do. Dodecagon.
I think it was
Okay, so it is important that we know all of our shapes here. There are some new terms we're going to go over also. So I'm going to erase this and scroll up. A regular polygon, for goodness sake. There we go. So a regular polygon, if it is regular, it means that it is a polygon with, anybody have a guess? James? Nope. We've already named the different sided shapes, so it doesn't have to do with how many sides. Ooh, good guess. Not parallel sides, horizontal. All of the sides. Who said that? Alexis said it first. All the sides are equal. In their length. So yeah, there's two lines for a reason. All sides are equal in length, and this is important because all sides are equal, all angles are equal in measure. So it's important to know not only are the sides all the same length, but the angles are all congruent. The angles all equal. Congruent sides are marked with notches through each side. So we have that rectangle. If I have one line here, I'm going to put one line through the side that is congruent with it. These two sides are congruent. Yeah, it keeps coming back. So with angles, it's one line or two lines or three that make that curved line for the angle. For our sides, it's just those straight notches. So if it is an equilateral triangle, all the sides are going to have the same type of notch. That's how we know all three sides are congruent. Congruent angles, like we've talked about, congruent angles have those arcs that show which ones are congruent. So sides have the notches, angles have the arcs. If it's an equiangular triangle, yes. Yeah. Equiangular means all of them are the same, like an equilateral, all the sides are the same. Equiangular, all the angles are the same. So if it's an equilateral triangle, it will automatically be an equiangular because it's a regular triangle. All the sides are equal, so all the angles are equal. If it's not an equilateral triangle with all sides the same, then no. Because you can have a triangle like this, and you have a right angle here. Do I have any other right angles? No. So in a triangle, only the equilateral triangle will have equal angles. We understand the congruent angles, congruent sides, what they look like. Concave polygon. Any guess?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll take it under. Yeah.
Switch into something different. You got a guess? Yep, Evan?
It has a curve.
Is it a polygon that has a curve?
No.
So, good thought that it was something different, but it can't be a polygon if there was a curve. A concave polygon will always have at least one, we call it a reflex interior angle. I'm going to show you what that means. Interior angle measure between 180 degrees and 360 degrees. Basically, what this means, if it's a concave polygon, it means there is a cave-in our shape. So instead of going up, it caves in. So this angle on the inside, the interior angle, is bigger than 180 degrees. Concave caves in. So you're going to have a cave in on one side or more. Could cave in on multiple sides. It has to have at least one cave in. Does that make sense? So you could have a multi-sided shape that has several cave-ins. There's a cave-in here, there's a cave-in here, there's a cave-in here. It's concave polygon. Caves in one time, it's a concave polygon. Concave means at least one side is caved in. I would like to scroll up. Are people ready for me to scroll up? Are you good, Ben? Okay. Michael, you good?
No.
Tell me when you're ready, Michael.
Yeah.
Did you say yeah?
Yeah.
All right, convex is the opposite. There are no cave-ins. So a convex polygon, the interior angles are, I'm writing so sloppy, sorry, are all less than 180 degrees. So if we look at, oops, no cave-ins. That's a straight line. These angles are all less than 180 degrees. Okay? Convex means they're all pushed out, no cave-ins. Okay? I'm really having a hard time with this marker. No cave-ins. And it's hard for me to draw straight lines apparently right now. So no cave-ins for convex.
You get Mr. Robinson, then he just used the words.
Yeah. Any questions on any of those? Okay, so on our homework, our work page, let's look at what we're gonna do. You need to classify each polygon as regular, convex, or concave, and then by its number of sides. So we're classifying it in two ways. I'm guessing this is for you, Chance. Are you looking for Chance? He is on his way. Thanks. Bye. Okay, so what would our first shape be? Regular, convex, or concave? Could it be regular? Can it be regular?
No.
Are there any notches telling us that they're the same measurements? Are there any numbers telling us that they're all equal measurements? No, so it's not concave. Can it be, is it convex or sorry, it's not regular. Not regular. Is it convex or concave? Convex, because there are no cave-ins. Then we need to count how many sides it has. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A 5-sided figure is called a pentagon. So it is a convex pentagon. So you need to have both labels. Regular, convex, concave, and what we call that number, that sided figure. Then you have to draw an example of the polygon described. A nonagon is going to have how many sides? 9. They don't tell us if it has to be regular, convex, or concave. So you just have to make sure it has 9 sides. Here, it's telling us what that shape, that certain sided shape is supposed to look like. So if it's regular, you need to label it so I know that it is a regular octagon. So you need to put your notches, or you need to put a measurement for each side so we know that they are all congruent. On the bottom right, whether each statement is true or false. If it's false, draw or write a counter example. How can we prove that? You can either prove that the statement is false because you can draw a shape that contradicts it, that says, oh, no, but I can draw this, so that's not true. Or you can change the words so it will be true. And then we have our review at the very bottom with the adjacent angles that are complementary, the linear pair, all of that, right? You guys have that on your sheet, the review. So just review by looking at the objectives. Any questions? Okay, so you are going to quietly work. When you are done, you're working on any practice work. Tomorrow is retake day. Work on any practice work. Get it turned in so I can correct it before tomorrow so we can do retakes right away. Work on Khan Academy. That is due tonight. Khan Academy is due tonight. And if you have all of that done, work on your math packet. If you turn that math packet in by tomorrow, I'll correct it and you can fix any mistakes so you can get the most amount of points you can get. For my friends at home, we hope you are well. We hope to see you soon. Have a wonderful day.